What is going on, NFL fans and Falcon fans? Man, right quick. Quick fan question. Miss Drea Mack asks, which team in the NFC South made the most improvements roster wise and coaching wise? Here's my quick thoughts on that. The Carolina Panthers, they upgraded their team, man. I'm gonna just keep it real. I think they made the most improvements. Going out and get a vertical threat for Bryce Young and Chris Brazile. They already had Ted McMillan, had 1,000 yards as a rookie. We know what Chuba Hubbard can do. On defense, they got back to their identity pretty much. David Brown comes back from injury. You add Devin Lloyd, an all-around linebacker who had a career year last year in Jacksonville. Then you add Jalen Phillips, who comes over from Philadelphia. I think this is going to be a sleeper team for the NFC Conference title. The division, yes, they could win the division as well. But this is a sleeper team that can win a conference title. And I'm not down in nobody in my Falcons nation. I'm just keeping it real. When I see talent, I acknowledge it. The only question I have, can this coach all this talent? That's the key question. My hometown Atlanta Falcons are my next team that I think made a great improvement, even though it may not look like it. But yes, they had to solidify the quarterback position, but they brought in a great coaching staff, which I think the coaching staff in this division, they added the most and improved the most. With Alex Van Pelt being the quarterback coach, being able to develop, continue to develop, my opinion, when he does come back, he can keep Tua Tagovailoa on track. And I think with Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, in this offense with Zachariah Branch added on, Jahan Dotson added, Olamide Zaccheaus added, it's the vertical tight receiver that they needed in this offense, and also the speed. Drake London and Kyle Pitts are the red zone targets, and I expect them to pick their numbers up, take it to the next level after getting those contracts. But identity has to be the defense on this team. You add Brandon Doris, who comes in second year as a wrecking ball, 8.5 sacks. James Pierce, Jalen Walker, a combined 16 sacks for those two as a rookie. AJ Terrell, one of the top 10 corners, in my opinion, in the NFL. And then you look at the studs at safety who's going to keep this together and keep this as a glue, and Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts. But the Atlanta Falcons, I think, could be one of the most improved teams in the league. But coaching-wise, I absolutely think they knocked it out the park. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think, had the best quarterback situation in this division. Baker Mayfield, to me, has proven himself in this league over and over. They did lose two key veterans in Mike Evans and Levante David due to retirement, but they added more and more talent to his wide receiver coach, which I think they won't miss a beat. Bucky Irvin gets a new running mate in Kenneth Gainwell, who came over from Pittsburgh, another dual threat guy. Then you look at the defensive side of the ball. They add a linebacker to take over for Levante David, and Alex Anzalone from the Detroit Lions. But this team, Kalijah Cansey, Vita Vea is the key to this defense, attacking, controlling the middle of the defense, which is going to help Antoine Winfield in that backfield. I think cornerback will be their biggest weakness on this team. Two, they had a very solid draft, man. They had a very solid draft. Add to the wide receiver core and Ted Hurst and Eric Rivers. So let's see what Tampa Bay can do. Can they repeat as division champions? It's going to be pretty tough, but hey, we'll see. Finally, the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, man, they had a pretty good offseason, man. You look at Tyler Shuck, who had a great rookie campaign up under Kellen Moore. They bringing another running back in Travis Etienne from Jacksonville, Alvin Kamara. Don't know how long he's going to be in New Orleans, but while he is, he probably still can make a difference. What they upgraded was the wide receiver position. They have Chris Olave. They add Jordan Tyson in the first round. I think if he can stay healthy, it's going to be one of the best rookies in this draft. Oscar Delp is a name to look out for at tight end as a rookie. And honestly, Georgia, he wasn't utilized much because of their run game. But as a pro, I think he could break out and become one of the best rookies in this class. Kate Ellis returns to New Orleans to help Chase Young and his defense to try to get back on track. Cam Jordan comes back for another year at least. And New Orleans, they're on the right track. But again, they're still young. But that is my thoughts on most improved teams, most improved coaching staff. I think the Falcons get the coaches, and I think the Carolina Panthers get the most improved roster. Thank you, Ms. Drell, for that question. Truly appreciate it. Drop those comments. Y'all know how we do it on Sports Machine. Let's debate. Let's have fun. This your boy, Antoine Smith signing off. I will hot y'all soon, man. Peace.